Shalom, shalom. First off, I would like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakah Kadesh, and to my elders of GMS who told me the truth. Shalom to them, and shalom to you brothers that sky throughout the four corners of the earth, preaching His gospel, preaching His word, risking your lives to do so. Shalom to you brothers. And yeah, I just wanted to do a quick video on this whole trip that President Trump going to China. And he basically didn't take no elected officials or anything like that. He didn't take nobody from the office, whatever. He took these CEO, these tech high level people, whatever, to help push this whole new world order of this whole MOTB system, and they're trying to get this thing rolling, and they're going to a country like China, whatever, that has that has the technology, and they're already building these robots, and they already got a system going, and he's going over there to negotiate. Hey, listen, let's do this. Let's do some type of negotiating, whatever, business, whatever, and help get this B system rolling. And that's what they're over there for. Because it only makes, because when you really think about it, why did Prince Charles really come here to America? They say, oh, he's just coming over here for sightseeing and going here, going there, going to notifications, but yeah, he's going here, going seeing, and just checking out the different states and cities, whatever. But no, he came over here to talk about them pushing the MOTB, because he came out and said, well, we're going to be rolling this out in the UK. We're going to be having the ID digital system being rolled out over there. I don't know when they're going to start doing it. I know, but that's they said, he already agreed, Prince Charles, and said that we're going to do that. We're going to move forward with the whole digital ID system, and that's what's going to happen over here after a while. They're going to bring that here, and China's going to get involved, and all these other nations, and are going to fall right in line, with this whole MOTB system. You know what I mean? And we're that much closer to the end. We're that much closer to the end, into Yahweh Shai coming back and us being redeemed. Us getting out of here. And this is beautiful. This is prophecy, and this is what the scriptures talked about. You know what I mean? And things are happening rather quickly. Things are just speeding right along. Things are just happening really fast. And it's amazing. You know what I mean? It's truly amazing how the Spirit is just working right now. Prophecy is just being unfolded right in front of our eyes. Slowly but surely. Just get a couple of scriptures, and Lord willing, this be edifying. So yeah, I ain't gonna read the article. Yeah, we already know why he's there. They ain't gonna say really why he's there, but we know why he's there. So let me get Revelations 12:12. Okay. Revelations 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Yeah, they trying to get this thing. They trying to get this thing rolling. Times is everything's they have very little time right now. So they're coming. They're coming down with the hammer. They're gonna come down with the hammer. And there's gonna be, hey, listen, you either take it or you're gonna be outside the system, and if that happens, you're gonna just starve. You're just basically gonna starve out. You're just gonna delete it out. I'm gonna try to watch my words, and you're gonna be phased out, basically, and you're not gonna survive, But the elect, the Lord, He's gonna be there for His elect, And I'm gonna bring the scripture where it talks about the hours of temptation. Hour of, okay, Got that. Revelation 12. All right. Revelations 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. That's right. That temptation is going to be that MOTB. And, you can't buying and selling without it, People, going to need their benefits, and, they're going to need their necessities and resources, whatever they need, and the only way to get that is going to be through that MOTB. But the elect is not going to take that. The Lord, who the Lord has chosen, we're not going to take that. We're going to stand firm. We're going to stand so stiffly for the Lord that we're just going to say, you know what? We're going to suffer. We're going to suffer for the Lord, because the Lord is long suffering. So we got to be long suffering, And we're going to be tempted. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Lord's going to purge our spirits. He's going to, have us go through affliction, But we're going to persevere, We're going to make it, As long as we have that faith and we believe that the Lord is going to, guide us through and have us survive whatever that we're going to have to go through. We're going to go through. We're going to survive it, and we're going to get through it, So we are going to get tested, Our flesh is going to get tested, That's why, I always say to myself, and I got to start doing it. We got to start fasting, We got to start fasting, you know what I mean? Not, do it when you can, But we got to do it more often, what I mean? That way, we know what it's like for our flesh to be afflicted on a constant, well, I would say constant, but, on a, basis, like frequently, we do it enough to where it's like, okay, we're kind of used to it, what I mean? We can get through it, it wouldn't be a burden unto us, to actually just, go on a fast with them, you know what I mean? And it's healthier, health-wise, it has a lot of health benefits, So, that's where we're at right now, And they're going to come down, they're going to bring that hammer down, especially this, Babylon. They're going to bring that hammer down, We got the cruel Lord over there, making, doing deals and, and trying to get, the leader of China involved, So we ain't got very long. We don't have very long, This place is going to collapse very soon, The economy and things are going to get real bad over here. It's going to get real bad because it was designed to be that way, It was orchestrated to be that way, So we're just going to have to watch as well as pray and pray that the Lord deliver us. So with that, I'm Lord willing, this video was edifying. Until next time, Shalom.